They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Hey, look at this Packers defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that? And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Packers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Anders Carlson now for the point after.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
Gibbs straight ahead. Good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
From the 50, it's Goff. They'll roll him out right.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Goff now looking to throw.
He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
A first down created by Laporta. An easy draft pick by the Lions because he fit exactly what they want. A tight end who excels at finding gaps in coverage and throwing hard blocks at the line of scrimmage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff.
He's got right on the short throw.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You look at this Packers defense.
They've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 27.
Those defense for the Packers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Lions 14, Packers 7. Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 45-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Packers at 3-0 here in the month of September. They coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ready.
2nd down. Love. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down, Love to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a second down throw for Love here. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Come on, set. Chop, 17. Set, cut.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Love looking to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Love, this is third and goal. Touchdown, Packers!
Romeo Doubs
From 13 yards out.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Carlson on for the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Goff now to throw.
He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is taken at about the 14. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, It actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he's going to give his guys another first down. Back-to-back good runs to start the drive. This one 13 yards.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have moved out in front.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
And even 100 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now Goff. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Devontae Wyatt.
In there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline to talk over what to do next.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
That's pulled in at the 32. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Love.
There's a ball deep from Musgrave.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Love now. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
We're good. We're good. Hey, Shell.
On 1st and 10, Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Set, cut.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Carlson on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Khalif Raymond now.
Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And well, sometimes I guess maybe Charles. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the...
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
An inside give to Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here's Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
DC. All right.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Louis.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Down the left sideline and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the 1st half have now followed them into the 2nd half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. this one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. And now here is another interception. And now off to the races down the right side.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense isn't...
Touchdown! Packers!
Aaron Jones,
34 yards.
and the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now Carlson for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Packers 56, Lions 14. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been... All coaches talk about taking care of the football. And we saw that first turnover. We worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Romeo Okwara working his way in and getting the tackle for loss.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Dobbs.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Raymond now on the return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over first down at the 22-yard line.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up.
At the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
152 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Ready. Hut, hut.
That'll be caught right side by Reed. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Set, hut. Set.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
14.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Throwing. Hooker.
Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll go for it. Hooker.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
4th down, a give to Gibbs.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Down! Cheetah! Cheetah!
Up the middle, Jones. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Love. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The offense on third down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
19 Lions.
Hooker to the air yet again. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Here's Hooker. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Love going to give this one to Jones. Strong running. There he goes, left side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Carlson on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Hooker to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Hooker now off play action. Rolling to his right. Right side to Williams. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come. And they got it done.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Hooker now on first down.
Open man right side is St. Brown. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 48-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will have solid